Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues to be in this Elliott Wave, possible Elliott Wave triangle. It reached the 61.8 fib extension target perfectly. As you can see here, around 27,100. The target that I mentioned in the previous video, I said, look, there are two levels that are relevant in such an E wave of a triangle, which is basically the last wave of a triangle. The first one is the 38.2 extension. We reacted to it. The second one is the 61.8 extension. We reacted to it. And now is the decision time, because if it wants to turn around, ideally it should do it here. So let's get the market to do the work and to show us. But this would now be a perfect time to complete the triangle and to break to the downside. Now, we need to be aware, obviously, that there are different options possible. For example, here, this is counted still as a triangle, as an A, B, C, D, E pattern, which from here could sell off. That would be actually my favorite option. Would be nice and clean. Let's see if it works out. But again, there are other options as well, which are likely. What are other likely options? Another likely option would be here, this ending diagonal in a wave 5, where I count the wave 4 complete. By the way, in a triangle, the wave 4 would not be complete yet. It would be complete at the end of the fourth wave, at the end of the E wave. But if we have an ending diagonal, which we would do something like that, 1, 2, 3, but it should follow through to the downside now, 4, 5. So in the short term, in both scenarios, price should sell off now. If this is going to be something to the downside. Yeah, I mean, it can always extend, don't get me wrong, but this is now one of the points where ideally it's going down, if it works out. There is one level that we discussed in previous videos. You should all be aware of it. The $27,700 level. Above that level, this triangle will be invalidated. Already, if we break above the C wave high, which is at 27,290, the triangle is not invalidated, but I would have to move the subwaves, right? It would be an extension, because that C wave would then need to move over here, because it can extend. But above 27,700, we would have invalidation. And if we have invalidation, more short-term, more bullish options will come into play. So just in summary, I'm observing these two scenarios with basically the same outcome, as long as we stay below 27,700. Above that level, other options will come into play, and these two will completely be gone. We, for example, then have this WXY structure. I think I explained it in the previous video. Wave W to the upside. The potential would be here a wave X and a wave Y, or wave W, wave X as a triangle, and then the Y wave to the upside. That could form a larger wave 4 or a B wave. If we get 3 waves, the B wave would be a bit stronger. If we get 5 waves up, again, I did say it in previous videos, if we get 5 waves up, we would get something like that. It would first look like the wave 4 or the B wave, but if we get this 5 waves up, it's something more bullish, and then we can wait for that 3 wave pullback for a trade setup, for a pullback trade. But yeah, these are the options unchanged, but we've made some progress. And the triangle can be counted quite nicely, which is obviously not a guarantee that it will break to the downside, because as I've just shown you, in a WXY structure, it could also break to the upside. So that's what the market needs to show us. But as long as we are below that invalidation point, the preference would be for it to break, obviously, to the downside. But there is not massive edge here at the moment. I can tell you that, because the short-term price action time frame here is very, very messy. We will not have a breakout until we break below the B wave low, which is at 26,360. We will have a first indication that it's breaking to the downside below the low of the D wave low, which is 26,545. But we had price react quite nicely to the Fibonacci extensions in this triangle, and therefore it's actually quite a nice triangle. 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and a very clear 3-wave move up. So let's see if we follow through. I also had a look earlier today. You can count this move of the weekend high. You can count that as a 5-wave move down as well. And this would also be a 3-wave move up. So let's see if it now really follows to the downside. But if it goes up, then you know that 27.7K is the relevant level to watch. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. If you're interested in more content, also check out our Instagram and Twitter accounts. You can find the links in the description. Also the Twitter, Insta handles in the beginning of the video on the screen. There is additional content there, that we don't normally publish on our YouTube channel. So it might add some additional value if you follow. There are also some signals here and there. And some statements about mindset, trading, and so on. All right, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.